Plaintiff Jessica Vick says although the defendant and her sister are going through a divorce, she allowed the defendant to live with her. Jessica claims the defendant not only put holes in her walls, but she also caught him having sex in her bed. She's suing for unpaid rent. Defendant Marcus Williams says living with Jessica was a huge mistake because she often instigated fights between him and his ex. Marcus claims after he moved out, Jessica disposed of his property, so he's countersuing.
Start with you.
Marcus is my soon-to-be ex-brother-in-law. Him and my sister are going through a divorce right now. They remain civil for the sake of their child. I've known him since I was 15, so I let him come and move into my house.
When?
In June of 2012.
Okay. Under what terms?
He agreed to pay $325 in rent.
And what was it like?
It was the worst mistake of my life.
Why?
Because he has put holes in my walls.
Bullets?
No, holes. Not bullets.
Oh. How so?
No, well, my boyfriend came home from work because the neighbors called him and told him that the police were at my house. There was people fighting upstairs. So he came home and there was holes in my walls. I have pictures of
Who was
them.
fighting? Did you find out?
Him and apparently whoever he had over there. I don't know. I was at work.
I don't agree with that.
All right, but you didn't find out who put holes in your walls and how?
I'm assuming him. I have
Are you
pictures of him
assuming?
here.
That's not true at all.
All right, man, but you should have looked further into this. You're talking about you assume and you think and...
I was at work
That's not
all
how
day.
you win, but you would have discussed it. Somebody put holes in your wall even though you're at work. You said, I know I was at work, but what happened here?
Right.
You didn't do that?
No, I did.
Let's ask him now. Go ahead.
You put the holes in my wall?
No, I didn't. You know I didn't.
Who did?
Gotta be one but your boyfriend friends or somebody, but not me.
He was at work.
Man, you know
We
what
were
happened.
both at work.
You know
were
what
the one
happened.
there. Who did it?
You know what happened.
What happened? Tell me.
I don't know.
May I speak, sir?
Come on up, stand up. State your
work.
name.
My name is Denny Estes. I was at work, sir, and I get a call from my neighbor saying I need to come home because the police was there. When I get home, him and a couple of his belligerent friends were drinking there, and I guess they was roughhousing and, you know, put a couple of holes in the wall. All down the hallway, you got cracks, and then by the bathroom is a big hole in the wall. The holes weren't there. We left to go to work.
And, sir, what do you want to tell me?
I've been knowing Jessica since she was younger. Me and her sister was married. We got separated back in 2012. 2013, I couldn't stay by myself. I couldn't afford the rent. I moved straight in. Since then, it was like the arguing and the drama between me and her, and this, you know, she's instigating between me and my soon-to-be ex-wife because I got a girlfriend.
What type of drama did the two of you have?
Like, she telling my ex-wife, like, I'm being more of a child to somebody else's kids than my own.
Okay.
And the drama between them two, arguing 3 o'clock in the morning. One time they got arguing over some burnt egg rolls. She burnt some egg rolls and he got mad. And this didn't go on for an hour. This going on all night. And I have to deal. Now I got to eat the egg rolls to make her happy.
You and I have to eat the egg rolls.
Man, did this happen? You all argued all night because he wouldn't eat your egg rolls?
It was other stuff that we was
She
arguing
dropped a bag
about.
of food one time. He got mad. It's like one thing after another.
Everything was about food. Yeah. He dropped the bag of food the next time and they got mad.
Then it was just my friends, and they have friends too because they rap, whatever, and they got a studio, whatever. So everybody's drunk over there.
But you're suing for rent, $3,500. How do we get there?
Okay, Your Honor. The final straw with that, I ended up putting him out. I came home early from work. He was still at work. I come up my stairs and I thought nobody was at home. I opened my door and he was having sex with somebody in my bed.
And you put him out?
And I put him out.
Didn't you know that wasn't part of the lease? All right, but you can't just put the man out without notice like that. To evict someone, you have to give him 30 days notice.
He was never on my lease. I was just
Doesn't
doing
have
him
to
a
be.
favor.
It's a month-to-month lease if he pays you every month. What months does he owe you for, ma'am?
From June of 2012 to May of 2013.
He never paid you a dime?
I got $75 from him when he first moved in. And then he had lost his job.
What's the total amount he paid you?
$75.
Out of Over a year?
35,
or nearly a
75.
year?
Yes,
What's
it was
that,
11
sir?
months.
Stand up. What do you want to tell me about?
Actually, he was having job problems or whatever.
Okay,
so
I'm not
he lost his
interested in
job.
that, sir. I wanna
He said
know-
he was going to pay us off when he got his taxes.
Okay, I understand.
He
Oh,
never
see,
got
let's
it.
sit down. You shouldn't have given that kind of
Never
game.
got it.
No, man. I was going to give, see, you shouldn't open up your mouth. Now you embarrass yourself. I was going to give you a little credit for being streetwise or a little knowledgeable about something. You went for the easiest con in the world. Now, nobody
That's what
pays
he
when they
told
get
me.
their income tax. If you watch me, you would know.
That's what he
Income
told me.
tax, student loans, what's the other? Inheritance. If they tell you that, you're never seeing your money. Ma'am, you say 11 months you never paid anything other than $75, sir.
Yes.
Tell me about the rent.
Well, I did move in, and I did give it the 75, and I lost my job. So, as time progressed, things got bad, so I moved out, and I moved back to my mom's house, and,
Why shouldn't you have to pay for the time you stayed
because
there?
I had property in her garage. I had a bedroom set that I bought off
No,
eBay.
no, I'm saying why shouldn't you have to pay your rent? Not your counterclaim. I see your counterclaim is about your property. First, we have to talk about her rent.
Because when my stuff got stolen,
That's your counterclaim.
yeah,
You don't have a defense to not paying rent? Huh?
No.
Okay, now let's talk about your claim. How does she owe you $3,500 for property?
because I had stuff in her garage, and I told her, can she hold it for me? So we talked about it. So when it came down to me getting my stuff back or checking on my stuff, she put everything on the porch.
How long after moving did she do that?
Like in May or
I don't know how long that is.
May 12th, whatever.
I don't know how long that is from the time
like
you move.
a month or two.
Oh, there you go. Ma'am, what do you say about his property? He says you threw it out within a month.
I text them and I text them and I text them. He never responded to me.
Text him saying what?
I text him saying you need to come get your stuff.
You never agreed to allow him to hold it there?
No.
Yes, you did.
All right,
did
when
not.
did you first start calling him? How long after he
The
moved?
day after I made him get out. I texted him and I told him you need to get your stuff.
All right, so what ultimately happened to his things?
I put it on the porch. And
How long after kicking him out did you put his things on the porch?
almost a week.
All right, you have an itemized list of the things? Ma'am, you illegally evicted him, and then you threw his things out illegally. To evict someone, you have to give them 30 days notice. And I'm going to grant his judgment, but I'm also going to grant your rent. 35 and 35, that's the judgment. Have a good day.
I'm sorry our relationship came to this, but that's messed up. About the whole situation. I think we shouldn't have moved in together.
No, we shouldn't have, but you shouldn't have done me like that.
Who's gonna fix the holes in the wall? That's
Exactly,
what I want to know.
exactly.
Not gonna our security deposit.
I still ate your egg rolls, so.